I could fancy for a spot of tea just now. Welcome back to Poacher. Previously, we got the best map of the game, and we're going for the normal ending, which is all the tea ladies here. They have something to do with the story. And also, I was spending a lot of my time teleporting around finding secrets. And now it's time to find the best secret of all. It's time to unveil the story of Poacher. It's a story filled with tea and ladies. The Bleminic are historians. What have they been keeping from us that they didn't want us to know? Well, they really haven't been keeping us from us. I was keeping you from it. Ha ha! It's the chocobos you gotta worry about. Alright, tea lady, I never talked to you before, but let's just have a casual conversation. Derek, that's not how you say tea in the least. Ta is by. I guess we're not gonna talk to her. Derek doesn't want to. Alright, we're gonna have a cup of tea, and she'll tell us all about the Underground. Hundreds of millennia ago, there was a civilization. An ancient one. That's usually how it works out. And bad things were happening to good people. And people sought life underground, and they made a great city. And it was kind of like Atlantis, except it wasn't in the water at all. But something bad happened to it. Bad in what way? Can you explain more? You're like the Earthbound narrator or the Ghost of Buzz Buzz, but not the good. Come on. You don't leave it on a cliffhanger like that. Only I could do that. I hate it when they do it too. Don't you hate it when the Bleminic explode? That got us nowhere. At least it got us a little bit of somewhere. We know that this great city of the underground. And we're in it. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. There's underground and there's cities involved. That's as much as I got from that. So let's head over to the Spyrite mines. Maybe the tea lady's sister has a little bit more wind in her. And maybe a more intriguing story plot. That wasn't really long. That was kind of anticlimactic, and I didn't like that. I expected the story to be a little bit longer for my efforts of walking all the way back here, instead of talking to the one I stopped the video at. Alright, the Spyrite mine shouldn't be too far away. I mean, I'm not good at judging my distances because the map is a bad indication of distance. That's the way you can get to the Spyrite mines the easy way. Otherwise, you gotta go through the castle. And also, I bought the other mine abilities. So you know what? Let's try some of these on our way. I'll equip this one, a Spirit of Portioning. It goes through a messy divorce and you get 50% of every enemy you kill. Because of nuptials and all that. Let's try it out. Alright, I forgot I had to charge it first. Alright, next enemy, I'll try it out. Alright, which enemy is going to suffer my cluster grenade wrath? This will. I expected more grenades for my buck for that. That was pointless. Oh well. And you can see why the healing ability is a little better. Alright, where is Tea Lady? All the way over there? Really? Oh wait, I think I remember where she is. Yeah. It's down from here. Through this. Luckily, I don't have to solve it this time. So, I don't need to cut it out. I can just go exploding Spyrite willy-nilly. Take that, Spyrite. You don't belong in this world. There's no such mineral as Spyrite. I defy you. Alright, where are we going? Oh, hey! We have to go through this backwards. This is great. I'm happy about this. At least this stays closed. And I thought that was a platform there. The wood lied to me. The spider lied to me too. He said I was not going to explode and give you money. The jerk. Alright. I think Tea Lady is off in this direction. Not too long now. Derek is having tea withdrawals, and he's going to be guzzling down tea like crazy. He's on a binge. He's on a bender. A T-bender. Ooh. You know what? I'm just gonna cheat. There. Spikes are now platforms in my world. In a world of invincibility frames. Alright, T-Lady's just up there. And I'm gonna have to jump down that hole. Yay for skill jumping! You can't have plot without it. Alright. Please do! You didn't give us a lot of story there. Yeah, we were put out too. Don't put us out again. So it is an Atlantis story. Oh, wow. That's what you get for having technology that other people don't have. Learn to share next time. That great calamity formed a Liedenbrock Untersee. And the great city was heavily damaged. Some of the survivors went even further underground. And they discovered Spyrite. Maybe it did exist. And they learned magic, in quotation marks. Magic was actually trademarked. But, of course, when you have magic, people get some evil ideas. Like what? Oh. Rebecca, maybe Derek should do the asking, or maybe me. You keep on ruining the conversation. I bet if Rebecca didn't open her big mouth, they would have just told us all in one go, and we wouldn't have to find 5 of these. Alright, where we go next? The Spirit Kingdom, that's not too far. We're gonna have to go back through this, though. Which is a little bit irritating, a little bit aggravating. But it's not that far of a walk. I've planned ahead. So I have things to talk about. So what did we learn that's new? We learned that there is Spyrite, and Spyrite is actually used for magic. And also barriers, which we could break down and inadvertently start wars with. So I guess our magic is made out of Spyrite a little bit. Or maybe Rebecca herself is made out of Spyrite. She's a magical floaty lass. It's kind of ghosty. From my reckoning, I guess the spirit people are the ghosts of the people of the Great Undercity? Well, that question will be answered once we talk to this tea lady up here. But I gotta reform that Spyrite so I could use that as a step stool. Right up there. Alright, tell us more about the Undercity. I need to learn more. Why did I start a war instead of getting a good ending? Please? No, because there's 2 more tea ladies after this. You know this by now. They formed magicians now. And that's how the people got made? Magicians turned people into spirit people because not having food and getting killed by cave-ins is a bad idea. Some of the humans wanted to not be ghosts. And they just held on to the teachings and evolved into Bleminic. Because when you get wise, you become really short and green, like Yoda. Hey, that's not pretty bad. Good job, spirit people. They actually managed to thwart death, I guess. So, where's the bad in all this, though? Oh, you tease. And we just exploded another tea lady. Yeah, it is, Derek. Alright, where are we going next? Oh, the Underhalls. That's not too far away. Yeah, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump down a very tall, spiky pit thing. But I'm gonna save first. That story gave us another percent. 80%! We're well on our way to 100%ing this thing. Alright, we've seen the Underhalls thing before, and I'm subconsciously putting umlauts on my U's now. I don't know why that is. But it's the Underhalls now. We're going under the halls. Ooh. No! Bunny, why did you do that? I don't like you anymore. And also, I went right past the tea lady. Oh well, little wall jumping never killed anybody. Story might. Look, your tea is bland and tasteless. I'm just here for plot. Oh hey, they found them again. That's awesome. But they wanted to use magic for evil, which is not awesome. They were tricked by the spirits. And they lost their physical form and they couldn't manipulate physical matter anymore. Take that! And that ended the first Spirit Wars. Some people came from the surface and they tried to use the magic for bad. They became the Dark Ones and they were banished under the Ünderworld Sea. And it was 1,000 years until the next Spirit War. Well, I didn't do anything like that. Where does this compact thing have to go into play? I mean, the Dark Ones are kind of gullible. They got tricked into becoming the Dark Ones, pretty much. And now we're going to have to go to the bottom of the Ünderworld Sea for the next one. Because I don't want to go to the forest just yet. You know what? I want to be tricky, and I'm going to end where we started. This whole tea lady thing. I can't buy that just yet, so let's try out another grenade ability on our way to the Ünderworld Sea. No, I don't want to. I came from the other way. How did I get over here? Alright, let's find an enemy and use our new ability on him. Like that. That guy. That's the power of grenade. It uses up 2 grenades though, so you don't want to use it too often. You just can't beat healing. Even though a laser beam of spiritual goodness is pretty good in itself. Now, what's a quick way down from here? I could use the pipe, but I don't know how far it will keep us from the lady, the tea lady. You know what? I will cut it here and just find some way to get there. You've seen it all before anyway. You haven't missed an area. See you later. So I was thinking on the way over here, and we are a war short. The first Spirit War happened when bad people came to the underground and used magic for evil. And the third one would happen if we killed the Dark One King without getting the whole story. So we're a war short. Fill us in on this last war. Don't even pour the tea. Just get to talking. We're here for the plot. This is business. The Dark Ones broke free. Kind of like the Titans a little bit, but they weren't threatening at all. The spirits were just as powerful as they were. Until the Dark Ones found out how to possess people and animals. So that's what the rabbits are all about. Would make kind of sense. But magic and physical strength is a dangerous combination. So the Spirit Kingdom formed the Compact, which is a mutual agreement instead of a possession. But the second Spirit War took a heavy toll. Not even La Mezzo would be able to break their pots and find out their story. So it ended in a stalemate. So we're still in the second Spirit War. It never really ended. How can there be a third? Alright, we know what you're going to do. You're going to vanish on us. Just go ahead and do it. Yeah, now my life feels complete. Great. The last tea lady is where it all started. Back at the forest area. I wanted to go full circle with this somehow. And that's what I came up with. So, first Spirit War, people were using magic for evil stuff. Second Spirit War, the people that were turned into Dark Ones got loose and started possessing things. Like jellyfish, and rabbits, and fish, and Ünderbirds, and all that such a jazz. And that forced the spirit people to make the compact. It was kind of a Voltron-y, Borgy combination-y thing that they used to fight off the evil with the spirit of good. But why is that viewed as a bad thing, though? You know, a lot of these people were like, oh my god, you just made a compact. That is not good. Why did you do that? That's evil. We don't do these things. But they obviously did. And for the greater good of everyone. Well, everyone in the Underground. Well, maybe the last tea lady will give us the rest of the story. Ooh. But it's gonna take us a while to get there. I thought I could go through that story and get, like, almost there. Jeez. Even when we have all this plot development, I still don't have enough story to traverse this area. Yahtzee just made this area way too big and gave us way too little options to travel through it. It could have been quite easy for him to just retcon a little spiritual teleportation compact thing. But I guess he didn't want to code it in. Or probably more logical is Game Maker didn't let him code it in. Yeah, Game Maker is not the best thing in the world, but at least we got something. Without Game Maker, it wouldn't be this game. And there wouldn't be this video by proxy. Alright, T-Lady. We got a few questions about compacts. Hit us with the compacts. Yay! We no longer have to talk to you. You don't have to vanish on us. You can't leave a cliffhanger. Yeah, Rebecca's getting a little irritated over this whole thing. There was a treaty involved. Do not slight each other's mothers and we won't start the war again. The Dark Ones would go back to where they lived. The Spirit Kingdom would go and do Spirit Kingdom-y things. And they won't impose on each other. But you cannot possess any humans or make compacts anymore. Just don't. So that's what happened. The spirits became ignorant. And we caused these problems. We went and formed a weapon of unimaginable power, and we just went around and started blasting things with shotguns and grenades. I bet the rabbits that were in the beginning of the game hanging around her, they were just there. They were just doing their dark rabbit thing, and she tripped over a spirit rock or something. But none of the excuses will change the fact that Rebecca messed up. Yes, it was. That's what you get for combining with a Yorkshireman. No, it wasn't. Derek, you had nothing to do with this. You just saved her. You were looking for Gamey. Your nose belonged exactly where it was. Well, then again, if Derek wasn't caught roaming around the lands not poaching, then I guess it is our fault a little bit. So, we gotta head back to the Dark One area and apologize profusely for what we've done. Maybe they'll say, okay, we won't murder you all if you give us some fried cheese. So next time on Poacher, we admit to what we've done wrong here. We ain't gonna kill the Dark One King, but it doesn't look good for Derek nor Rebecca. Good night, folks.